Hey guys, Kevin here with eTrailer, and today I'm going to be showing you how to install the Rhino Rack Aero Vortex Crossbars on our 2022 Kia Carnival. So the Rhino Rack Roof Rack system is going to be great for your bike racks, your cargo boxes. Today on our Carnival here, this is more of like a family type car. So maybe you're taking this on a long haul trip, maybe you're going to the beach in Florida during the summertime and you need that extra storage because you got your whole car full of people. Your cargo box will sit right up on these crossbars and give you that extra space you need to store stuff. So one thing about these rails here that we have raised rails, which allows our crossbar to slide back and forth so that we can get that perfect crossbar spread for our cargo accessory. So the Rhino Rack crossbar system that we've installed here is going to give you a great premium option. So most people think that just because you have these rails on the roof of your car, that's actually what's going to hold your bike racks, your cargo boxes, maybe your kayak carriers. But in reality, all of those require a perpendicular bar going between the rails for them to clamp onto. All right, so on our end caps here, we actually have a plastic lock to start with. These are replaceable with a metal locking core instead, so that you can make sure that nobody can take off with your crossbars here. But one of the things that reveals is our C channel right here, and we have these optional rubber strips. These strips are going to help reduce wind noise and also allow you to mount different accessories that will actually mount into a C channel instead of just your standard clamp on accessories. So it gives you a wider range that you can haul with these. The aerodynamic shape is also going to help with your wind noise and then your wind drag that you might experience, which is also going to affect your gas mileage. So since these are on a raised rail here with these podiums, we're actually able to easily just slide these back and forth to fit whatever kind of crossbar spread that we need, whether it be for a cargo box or a bike rack. So overall, this is a super simple installation. It really just slaps down onto your rails here and then clamps down. Honestly, you could take these on and off in maybe 10 minutes. If you were planning on keeping it on there full time, I do recommend replacing the lock cores with the actual metal lock cores where you can lock it up with the key. That way nobody takes off with it. But if you don't want to do that, like I said, you can easily just take these right off, no problem. Okay, so as you can see, we already got our Rhino Rack crossbar installed on the 2022 Kia Carnival, but let me show you how we're going to put the feet and the crossbar together, and then we'll do the back. All right, so to start off, you're gonna have to remove your end caps here. So Rhino Rack is gonna give you a special tool to take that off. Just put that in there and turn it. I've already got it undone. We'll pull that out, and then we can fit our feet in. These are just going to slide right into the track here. And then tighten down once we have it up on the vehicle. So we're going to leave this off until we got this up on the vehicle and set how we want it. But we'll go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. And now we can take this over to the vehicle and get it placed right. So one thing you need to consider when you're putting these on is how big of a crossbar spread that you want. Crossbar spread is going to be from the center of your crossbar to the center of your rear crossbar. For our purposes today, we're going to do a 30-inch crossbar spread, so I'm going to take my measurement from the center here, and that lands us right here. So you can take a piece of tape, like painter's tape or something like that, just put it, make a mark that you can easily take away without damaging your raised rack here. So one other thing that you need to make sure that you keep an eye on while you're installing your rack here is that your rack is going to be perpendicular with your rails. So easiest way to do this is find kind of a reference point. So like for this first one, I just went off of this little strip here where it ends, and then got a 6-inch measurement, and then I made sure on the other side that when I tightened it down, I stayed 6 inches from that as well. Because we want our bars to be perfectly across so that it's not thrown off at all. We're not going to have anything sitting crooked or have these clamps actually not, make full contact with the rack. All right, so now that we got our feet in place, we can stick it up on our rails here. So you're going to want to maybe have somebody else help you with this just so that you don't run into any issues. You don't want to smack the roof of your car, scuff anything up. But like I said before, we're going to try and keep our measurement here. These are just going to pop down until we tighten it on, but we're going to go to the other side as well, push that down, and then we're going to recheck our measurement here and make sure that we got a 30-inch spread from center to center on these crossbars. Okay, so like I said, we're going to check the crossbar spread here. Looks like we're sitting right at 28, so we're going to pull this tape back, slide our rail down a little bit. And we're right on at 30 inches center to center. So now I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing on the other side, make sure that my bar is perfectly aligned here with our rails. So the next step before tightening this down is to make sure that your crossbar is actually sitting the same length on each side. As you can see, our driver's side is sitting quite a bit further out, so I'm just going to slide this over. You can kind of eyeball this from the front of your car or just take a measurement from the end of the crossbar to the feet. So right now over on the passenger side, I got about 2.5 inches. Come over here and look at this side. We're sitting at just under 2. So I'm going to move this just a bit past 2 inches and then double check our measurements. All right, so now that I got this centered, we are going to take our tool that also came with our kit. So this is a curved handle here. As you're tightening this down, you're going to want to go back and forth so that you don't have one clamp kind of pressing down and then throwing the other one off, getting it crooked. But it has this bend in it that once you start getting fully tight and you're getting torqued up, it's going to straighten out. And that's how you know that you're fully torqued down without actually stripping out your bolt. So we'll start with this side. We kind of recommend just doing it like 5 or 6 times and then going to the other side and doing the same thing back and forth until you start seeing the handle here bend straight. As you can see, we're getting a little bit tighter here and I'm starting to bend that. So as I'm getting straight with that, we're going to stop now since that's fully torqued. Then we can add in our end cap here and take our other tool and lock it in place. Once your crossbars are properly tightened down and you have your end caps in place and locked, you can go ahead and throw your favorite rooftop accessories on, and that'll complete our look at the installation of the Rhino Rack Aero Vortex Crossbars on our 2022 Kia Carnival.